What's up, XRP Army? AMM, rapid evolution, and just the beginning, says David Schwartz. This is an older clip. Shout out to MetaMan. We have some fire tweets from MetaMan. Make sure you give him a follow on Twitter if you guys are active on X. Let's check it out. We have some juicy alpha, so hit the subscribe, hit the like. We also have an old clip from Vitalik Buterin saying that Ripple is the internet of money. So it's going to be really interesting. Let's check out these clips. Everything's linked in the description.
Things like automated market makers are an indicator of this sort of rapid evolution and just the beginning. I think we're going to see things like ubiquitous tokenization, tokenized securities, tokenized digital rights. Just it makes sense to represent ownership or right over something as a token. And if you're going to have tokens, you're going to need to be able to move between those tokens. If you're just stuck with one token, if you have a token and you're stuck with it, that's not very useful. So we need that kind of.
It's true. How many times have we had a token that's like useless? We can't move it. We can't do anything with it. It's just sitting in a wallet. It's just collecting dust. Fractionalized ownership, identity, transfer of ownership, account of record. We know that Ripple's network, XRP Ledger, is very robust and versatile. Guys, sometimes people really diminish the ability that it has. Like the XRPL is fantastic. The only cons were just like the adoption, but it's growing, and with them at the helm of US compliance first, guys, I think XRPL is suited to be in quite a very good position politically with the stablecoin and with the AMM drop. I think we're going to be seeing some excellent traction for XRPL. This makes sense. It is rapid evolution and it is just the beginning. So Ripple is the internet of value, quote unquote, from Vitalik Buterin himself. This is an old clip. Now you could say, but this is old, it's 10 years old. But what did Vitalik know then that he's saying? Now, obviously our opinions change by the day, but still, it still has some merits that he's saying that. Why?
That's really what Ethereum is. People talk a lot about cryptocurrency 2.0 being like the internet of value. We're not the internet of value. Ripple is the internet of value. We're an arbitrary processor for state transaction functions.
Overseas transaction functions from the beginning, over a decade ago. This confirms what I have spoken to Bob Way, Ripple's 10th employee, when I worked at Expector, and he said that they were leading with compliance first, that they already were like, hey, we did this. They were already leading with the best practices. SEC dragged them in. I would argue that SEC dragged them in not because like a problem, so to speak, but just to vet them and qualify them of being like, okay, a good candidate for us to get behind and pour US capital into. Coincidence? I think not. When it comes to the stablecoin, enterprise grade, monthly attestation, fiat backed, US home, we know that Brad Garlinghouse is calling this monumental. We know Brad is calling for a 20x of stablecoins for the market cap. And he always throws jabs at the offshore, right? Like Tether and whatnot. So I think that they'll all coexist, but XRPL stablecoin will be another kid on the block for a lot more US dollar capital. And so we're going to see this manifest. We're also going to see that the dollar is going to still stay strong. I don't think BRICS and the de-dollarization, I've made that clear. I don't think that's a threat. David, CTO at Ripple, throwing shade at Elon Musk. I thought you were against censoring any lawful speech on your platform. Now, keeping some lawful speech off X just because it's annoying is so important that you're going to change the fundamental dynamics of the site to make it possible. This is in response to Elon saying that unfortunately, a small fee for new user right access is the only way to curb the relentless onslaught of bots. Guys, this platform sucks ass. There's just Stockholm Syndrome with Twitter. It's a decade behind Google and YouTube and many other platforms. I've been attending a lot of Books' Space, Books, Shibo, Bark, these guys in Web3 that are big names who have tens of thousands of people attending their spaces. And they've made it clear of how pissed they are with the technical flaws, outreach, like lack of visibility. And it feels like Elon has bought this. I'm hearing from reputable people, guys, that the private company, the valuation has sank minus 90% because he keeps trying to tack on features and it's so stupid. We went from it feels like Twitter was superior back in the day, even from a marketing aspect, to tweeted, retweet, post, repost. It's stupid. And when we look at the UX, it's an abysmal failure. No dynamic range in the microphone when you speak on Android. No saved settings when you're scheduling a space and you go back. When you do a bunch of stuff, technical problems, crashing, you name it. It just has stuff tacked on, and we need it fixed fundamentally. And this is not the solution. When we have fake Alex Becker gold accounts, clearly paying is not circumventing the bots. So now we've been left with freedom of speech, but no freedom of reach. So you could argue that it's actually worse. Because now we have weirdos talking about the most provocative or disgusting content. And then people who are just talking about whatever may not even get visibility. Now this is the answer, charging. Now it continues. David says, quote unquote, engagement farming. Yesterday, Elon had this controversial tweet. Elon said any accounts doing engagement farming will be suspended and traced to the source. Which is so stupid because all of social media is engagement farming. All of social media is an attention war. Attention is a currency in itself. Nothing is free. Let's see what Doge founder has to say about this. Billy M2K says, if this means people who purposely lie for clicks repeatedly, this is a long overdue rule. And accounts with major amounts of community notes for being purposely misleading should at the very least be demonetized. Bro, I mean, one of the guys has huge audience. He's getting $40 a month. That's what he told me. So, RIP copy pasta. The whole platform is attention seeking. You got the Dollarama OF trying to bait the Simpson Web3. The whole thing is engagement farming. So like this doesn't even make sense. David's response is engagement farming, whatever that means, is apparently no longer allowed on this platform. Will Elon finally admit that he was wrong and that a social media platform that aims for mass popularity must prohibit speech that is extremely annoying if it wants to stay popular? Guys, I don't know. This platform's just in the shitter. I'm using it, but I spend as little time as possible because I find it so stupid that it's like we're paying for things that are even free, like encrypted messages. If you don't pay for premium or premium plus, you don't have encrypted messages. Doesn't stop there. If I have premium and you don't, it's not encrypted unless it's mutually premium. This platform, guys, is such an abysmal Frankenstein failure. It doesn't support H.265 video or HEVC, doesn't support AV1, doesn't support modern codecs. You can't schedule a tweet if anything's italicized or has bold text. This is literally like MySpace tech. I would say, guys, my spicy take, I like Elon, but I think he's dabbling in too many things. Also, I heard from the space yesterday that you can no longer get in contact with a real human anymore. So it's just abysmal. We ran a gold account at Expector where we never got support. How can we run ads again? How can we do this? No support. Kept emailing, nothing. I got a musician profile that got banned for no reason in the early 2000s. Can't get it appealed. Try appeal 10 times. Let me know, guys, what is your thoughts on the future of Twitter? Let's put aside the fanboying of Elon Musk and just genuinely examine Twitter for what it is. I mean, the fact that a space can crash and you can't regenerate it with the same link. Imagine if that was done with YouTube and Kick. It would break the platform. It would just break the platform completely. Another space. Breaks it. This is the platform of generating positive, negative emotions. There's so many pain points with it. But anyways, less of this Twitter rant. Let me know what you guys think about the future of Twitter. But also, what do you think about this? Circa 2014 from MetaMan saying Vitalik Buterin, Ripple is the internet of value. Very interesting take. I'm bullish on XRP in the future. We're going to be having sideways, but if it goes sub 40 cent US, I'm going to be buying more. I have the stables ready. I got the fiat ready to be buying up these dips. 1-2 Mayweather. Today's the Ryan Garcia fight. I think Garcia is going to take the L. Let me know what your thoughts are this weekend, guys. 420. Enjoy your day. XRP Army, don't take stuff too seriously. Often we just got to be patient. So hit that subscribe, hit that like. I'll see you in the next Angry Crypto Show.